Hello friends, good morning and welcome back to my channel. And in our today's segment, we are going to learn about another two modal verbs, must and ought to. Okay, let us start today's session. Today we are going to learn about must and ought to. Okay, it's going to be very interesting. Please stay focused. Must doesn't change its form irrespective of the tense and noun number. It can be used with any tense without changing its form. Must remains must only. And noun number, I mean to say, whether it's singular noun or plural noun, must remains the same. It can be used in present or future tense forms. For example, you must submit the assignment now. It refers to present tense. You must pay for the damages in the coming days, in the future tense form. Okay, it can be used to refer past tense also if the main verb it accompanies is in present perfect tense. We all know that modals are auxiliary verbs. They accompany certain main verbs. If the main verbs they accompany are in present perfect tense, then must can also be used in past tense form. Look at the given example. She must have written it. Okay, it's neither in present tense nor in future tense. It is in present perfect tense. Written, that is the V3 form. Okay, write, wrote, written, participle form. Okay, she must have written it. Then it can be, must can be used in past tense as well. And uses of must. Must is much stronger than should. It can be used to show compulsion, sense of duty or moral obligation as well. Okay, uses are much similar to the uses of should only, but it is really stronger than that. Look at the given examples. We must respect our national flag, otherwise there will be consequences. They must pay the fine for violation of rules. They don't have any other option other than paying the fine. The government must recognize the rights of the minority. It is a strong moral obligation, or it can be about its sense of duty as well. It can come under both these things, sense of duty or strong moral obligation of the government to recognize the rights of the minorities and protect them. And next used to talk about necessity. We all know that. Look at the example. We must get up early to exercise. Otherwise what happens? We may not adjust any other time for our exercising, which is really important. I must improve my handwriting. It's really bad and it's high time I have improved it. Okay, must I do washing now, or do I have any other option that I can postpone the activity? Okay, must shows necessity. And the third use, to show probability or logical certainty. Probability, chance. We know that. Logical certainty in the sense coming to certain derivations based on certain proofs. Okay, look at the example. It's late. Rahul must have left. Why have I come to a conclusion that he must have left? Because it's late. Okay, that is the proof provided to me. If he has really done it, he must be crazy. Oh my God, he must be crazy. How come I came to this conclusion? He must be crazy. Because based on certain activity, if he has really done it, if he is the one that has done that crazy activity, then he must be really crazy, mad. Phone is ringing, that must be mom. How have I come to a conclusion that it must be mom? Because this is her routine time to call me every day. And next use, to show strong determination. Okay, I must leave now, come may what. There is no other option left for me other than leaving exactly right now. Okay, we must reach there before the evening by hook or by crook. Why? What happens otherwise? Must be consequences. Okay, that's why. And that is all about must. Okay, next modal is ought. Ought is different from other modal verbs. It is followed by a to infinitive always. Ought to or ought not to. Okay, or ought I to in the questions. Uses of ought. Ought expresses ideas such as sense of duty, moral obligation and necessity. Oh my God, aren't you tired of listening to these terms, sense of duty, moral obligation, necessity? What is this? Every time, why? Why is it so? Because these three models, should, ought to and must, are almost used for the same purpose of conveying sense of duty, moral obligation and necessity, but with different degrees. Should is the least forceful, whereas must is the most forceful. Okay, and ought to is in between. Look at the examples. You ought to respect your country. You ought to help the elderly. We ought to visit our relatives at least once in a while. See, these three sentences, if you don't do the activities that are mentioned here, you may not be jailed or punished very severely, but it is strong moral obligation or sense of duty or even necessity to do all these things. If you do these things, there will be positive consequences. That's what we mean to say. Okay, we are not compelling anyone to do it, kind of. But if you have managed to do all these things, if you can manage to do, then there will be positive consequences. Ought is usually used with the present and the future tense forms, but exactly like must or should, it can be used with the past tense form if the main verb it accompanies is in the present perfect tense form, that is V3 form. Okay, look at the example. You ought to have been soft with your words, but you did not do that. You were really harsh with your words, but you ought to have been soft. The other person is offended very badly. You could have controlled yourself. That's what I mean to say. Okay, you ought to have been soft with your words. And that's about must and ought to, my dears. There is nothing much to say about them. Okay, these three, should, must and ought to, are used to express ideas such as sense of duty, moral obligation and necessity. Okay, we have reached to our final part, that is quiz. Okay, I have included only 5 simple sentences here for your convenience. Fill in the blanks with must or ought to. That is the activity you are supposed to do. Please refer back to the lesson once again and try to fill in these blanks. They are very, very simple. It's just for your practice. The quiz is really a big word. We can use the word practice as well. Okay. Now look at the sentences. The students dash wear the uniform daily. The drivers dash drive the school buses slowly, or else they will be fined. I dash go to the party, or she may feel very bad. You dash finish your homework by Monday. You dash have been so rude to your brother, he got offended. Okay, so please go through the lesson once again, very simple lesson, and try to fill in these blanks. And please participate in the quiz, dears, and let me know your answers so that I can understand whether you have really understood the lesson or not. Okay, and or you can contact me through my mail ID as well. Okay, it's not an issue. And I have received so many queries and suggestions through mails. I am planning to do my second Q&A video soon. Okay, so that's all for now, guys. Thank you so much for being with me. Bye-bye. Meet you soon.